I'm sorry, I forgot where the intro music is. Whatever. We'll do it in post. Welcome back to Big Trouble in Little Podcast. Gaiden. This is the final episode in between seasons. We're talking again about Gundam. I'm Andy.
No, I'm Zach.
We're the Gundam boys. We're the only ones who discuss Gundam because the other two are losers and they don't like mecha anime. I was gonna say the greatest mecha anime. Is Gundam the greatest mecha anime?
Maybe. I guess it's
Maybe.
one of the most influential for sure.
Yeah, I changed the tone. Honestly, I think it influenced a lot of anime in general because it was about war crimes and PTSD and child soldiers. People were like, "Oh,
Yeah.
this is popular. Yeah, we'll do more of this."
Yeah, Macross didn't really have some of that stuff.
No. Before that, it was just like big, giant robots, and they all like kind of saved the day, Ultraman style.
And there was a love story.
Yeah, there's romance in Mobile Suit Gundam. I mean, we're talking about the original 1979 Mobile Suit Gundam, which this is fits into the story of, and there's like kind of like romance, but not
Sort of.
sort of.
It's
Um,
there.
this is now how's it pronounced? I know Doan's Island is always what I've called it, but Cucuruz. They say it in the movie, and I still can't say it.
Cucuruz.
Cucuruz,
Is a
Doan's
weird name.
Island. It is a retelling of an episode that was stricken from the canon because it was so terrible.
Yeah,
It was episode
15.
15. Okay, yeah. There's still to this day, like you'll see images of like bad Gundam and Zaku art, and it's almost always from that episode. Like there's a famous picture. I meant to have it ready to go so I could put it on the screen, but whatever, you can Google it. Bad Gundam art, whatever. And it, like the face is like real tall and it looks bad. And then the Zaku, like the mouthpiece is down, but then they kept that for this movie, which I thought was really cool.
Yeah. They tried to make it like, oh, it's because he has hobbled together parts for his Zaku. That's why it looks weird.
Yeah, it's like some older version or something.
Yeah, something like that.
But yeah, the it was animated poorly, and I guess the story was not there. I watched it once a long time ago, subtitled. I pirated it because that's the only way to see it. It was okay. Like it's not great. It's a bad episode of the show, but I wouldn't say it like ruined the show or anything. Now the animation is worse than the story though.
Yeah, I think I remember reading it was like the staff were the ones that really didn't think that highly of it.
Yeah, it was animated by like people who didn't know what they're doing, and Tomino in particular like despised it or something. Like he was responsible for making sure it was never on subsequent like VHS, DVD, Blu-ray releases, stuff like that.
Yeah, I think the story of what happened was the director. I don't know if he was really the director of the show, but the director got sick. He was in the hospital. They didn't know what to do. They outsourced it. So that's how it ended up the way it did, I guess.
Well, decades later, in the late 2020s, they announced that they were going to remake that one episode of the show into a feature film, an hour and 48-minute feature film.
Yeah.
And it's pretty cool. It's a pretty good movie.
I liked it. Yeah, I mean, I didn't go in with real high expectations. Like, I didn't go in thinking about things like Origin or whatever. But all this did was when I was watching it, I was like, man, I wish it'd redo Mobile Suit Gundam or something.
That'd be cool. I mean, the Origin kind of started that process. Now, the animation in this is, if you've seen Origin or you've seen Unicorn, it's like that. It's very good. This movie looks really great. It looks like Thunderbolt too, somewhat. Mobile suits are cool. The fights are cool. Everything's cool. Cool movie. The story is fine. It's okay.
Yeah, it's they took an episode for a 22-minute TV show from 1979 or whatever, and just kind of tried to expand on that.
I mean, it's still kind of interesting. I thought it was really brave of them to be like, we're going to make a movie based on the original Mobile Suit Gundam, and Char's not going to be in it once.
Other than in a nightmare or something.
Yeah. But he's He's one of the most popular characters in the show, and they're like, well, he's not in the story. It's just Makuve's the bad guy, which he's a good bad guy. He sucks, but
I did like how his plot ended, how it ended in failure, and his reaction to it though.
No, that's cool. Honestly, if they dressed up his uniform more and made his stupid shoulder things like thicker and have like detail on them, I was like, wow, that looks really cool. I want that.
They made him more fancy.
Cosplay this guy. But that's cool. The part in, is it Casablanca where they're fighting? I know it's North Africa. I can't remember. But the part where the brown Southern Cross team of 5 is fighting, and they have high mobility Zaku's, which is like a Dom, but not. It's still a Zaku, I guess.
Pretty much, yeah. Yeah, that was Casablanca. So that the action is really good in this too. Like, because you get some of it is like more subdued. Like when Amuro and Doan fight the first time.
Yeah.
They don't really fight exactly, but it's just
gotta lock up and wrestle. It's weird.
They wrestle, and then Amuro falls off a cliff.
True.
But like this fight with the Southern Cross team, which is like the team that Doan was the commander of before, it's really cool. And they're showing off, look at these Zaku's. They skate around like Doms. And now that we got modern animation, we can make it look way cooler than how it used to.
And they do. I like awesome. That the new version of the GM is in it too, the RX-79 GM type. I've always liked that design. I think it's really cool. But I think that's just because I like 8th MS Team so much. I'm still a little confused, and I shouldn't be. I've seen this twice, but I'm still a little confused. His team is all like, you're a traitor, you betrayed us, you left the team. But as far as I can tell, he's still kind of working for Zeon. He's just on this island to mind the stupid missile silo. So what's the big game?
I think it was like a secret mission. Like they tasked him with that, and he had to just leave without any explanation.
Yeah, I guess. I feel like there's not enough explanation there. It's just they have to be pissed at him, because otherwise they'd be like, oh, it's our comrade. We like this guy. We're not going to fight. So they have to be pissed off for story reasons.
Yeah, that's what I inferred from it. It was that, because I think in the original story, it was just he straight up deserted.
Yeah, I think that's right.
And in this one, they made it a little more intricate, like what was going on. It's like he got sent on this secret mission to mine this missile silo, and in the end, he was ignoring his orders to launch the missile.
Yeah.
And he basically just deserted while he was on this mission.
Yeah, he was conflicted about it, which, it's a pretty heinous plot by Makuve. He's going to nuke a bunch of cities, which is, if you haven't seen Gundam, there's layers and layers and layers and layers of stuff we could talk about. But nuclear weapons have been outlawed by the Antarctic Treaty, so they're not supposed to do that. But it's a big deal that Zeon has, nuclear warheads. They're not supposed to. I like the intro of the original show was like half of mankind has died in this 1-year war. It's like, okay, this is serious business, I guess.
They pretty much almost destroy a whole continent.
No, they wipe out Australia virtually, and a bunch of colonies have been destroyed. Whatever. We're just talking about Mobile Suit Gundam now. Great show. Go watch it. This movie, like, I like it, but I'm almost conflicted to even talk about it on the podcast, because if you haven't seen the 50 episode Mobile Suit Gundam from 1979, you almost shouldn't even bother watching it.
No, you kind of won't get as much out of it, because you just get dropped in the middle of this setting and nothing's really explained to you at all.
You kind of got to figure out what's going on. You got to figure out that Kai's an asshole. You got to figure out what Bright's whole deal is. Like, there's that weird part where he flashes back to when he struck Amuro, and I still can't decide if that's in there because they feel bad about a military officer striking a child, sort of a child, not really. And they just wanted to, like, show that Bright has conflicted emotions about it, or that they know it's a meme and they're like, oh, you got to put this in the movie. It'll be funny.
The way, from what I read, they put that in there to show he was conflicted about it.
I mean, that's his inner dialogue in that scene is like, oh, maybe I shouldn't have treated Amuro so rough. Now maybe he's dead.
Yeah.
And like Sledge is gone, and then he turns back up, and he just kind of is a character, and then he does nothing at the end. He contributes almost nothing to the story, except it's his idea to go get Amuro, which anyone else could have done.
They had to do it. They shot like one plane down and then like friggin' crashed. And when he crashed, he busted his GM. So it was like he couldn't do anything.
He just like immediately like it's funny because he like goes to sail and he's like, "You can pilot the core fighter, right?" And she's like, "Yeah." And he's like, "Can I ride you?" Oh, it's funny. It's a funny part. Oh, did you watch the subtitled or dubbed?
Dubbed.
Dubbed. Okay, me too. I watched it subtitled originally back when it was brand new, so I watched it dubbed this time. The dub's good. Dub's worth watching. It kind of bugged me that some of the voices are different, but I mean, it was dubbed in the 90s. I guess some of those voice actors are probably not in the business anymore or whatever.
Yeah, they want to use different guys for some people.
I don't know. There's a lot of children in this movie, and normally that would be annoying, but they're fine. They're okay.
Yeah, I think they're just there to, according to what the director was saying, is like the kids are the protagonists, not really Amuro or Doan, I guess.
It's nice to say that, but no, that's not right.
Yeah,
I like that the kid whose birthday it was wearing a Cincinnati Reds cap. That's cool. Like I kept thinking, like I'm just seeing a Cincinnati Reds cap. That can't be what it is. But there's a couple close-ups of it, and it looks identical. The font's the same. Now that's not to say there's not a team in Japan that uses that same logo, because there's a lot of baseball teams in Japan that are just called like the Kyoto Giants or something, and they just like ripped off an American team. But that's clearly a Cincinnati Reds hat. Pretty cool.
Yeah. I mean, most of the plot is, you talk about the plot. I mean, they go to check out this island. They get orders to check it out. Amuro
they get fucked up.
Kai. And they get fucked up. Kai gets rocks thrown at him, and he gets scared. And then
that's funny. That's a funny scene.
Then Amuro wrestles Doan in a mobile suit wrestling match, and he falls off the cliff, and he wakes up in the shitty lighthouse that everybody thought was abandoned.
Yeah. Does Hayato even have lines? I can't remember Hayato doing anything in this whole movie.
He said a couple things, but everything else was like,
yeah, he's just kind of there.
Yeah, pretty much.
They do gun cannons for a minute, but that doesn't last.
Oh no, they get destroyed. Yeah,
yeah.
It's kind of sad how they didn't get to do much anything. It's like they were just there. They got
I love the gun cannon. It's such a cool design. Like in a way, it's cooler than Grandpa Gundam. In a way.
I could understand somebody saying that about it. It's too bad we didn't get to see it use the little missile launcher thingies. Like Kai's had different setups. He had the cannons, and Hayato had the little missile.
Beginning, you see those GMs, and one of them has missile pods. So they sort of do it.
This whole thing makes the Zaku look cool, though.
Yes, it does.
So like,
Zaku's already cool. Like it doesn't take much, but I like the high mobility. Zaku's, those are cool as hell. I'd build a Gunpla of that.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah,
a Gunpla of Doan, so where it's got his parts are all messed up, you can get that. I like the Fat Uncle plane. I forgot like the Xeon, like aircraft, the air carrier for the mobile suits. They called it a Fat Uncle
the designation. Yeah, it's funny. I kind of got an extra laugh when I remembered. Oh, that makes it an FU. It's silly.
Whoa.
What else? I don't know. Animation's good.
Animation's really good. Yeah, story's good. It's a simple story. That's why there's not a lot to dig into with it.
Really, it's held up a lot by how interesting it is that it's based on an episode of the show. It's a really cool concept. We on this show have discussed many times they should remake stuff that needs to be remade, not stuff that's already good. And that's what they did.
Yeah, they did it with this.
I don't know. They don't do anything to make it a good standalone movie. And maybe that's fine. Maybe this movie still made a lot of money off, Gundam marks like us and all the millions of them in Japan and Europe and everywhere else. But it's just such a shame because I can't be like, this movie's great. Like, even when we watched Hathaway's Flash, it's better as a standalone movie. But there's still a lot of stuff in Hathaway's Flash that is dependent on knowing about Gundam shit. Like, you kind of got to know about the 1 Year War. You got to know who Bright is. You got to know all this other stuff.
Well, some of that's just the fan service aspect of it, which, they know, like over in Japan, okay, this is just talking about how it is in Japan. Gundam is like Star Wars in Japan.
Right. No, it's huge. Yeah.
It's like ubiquitous in their pop culture over there. So it's like they don't have to explain anything. If they're going to make it, That's
what I mean. Like, presumably they made their money back in Japan. That's why they do stuff like this. There's always these small projects like this and Thunderbolt and stuff, and they as far as I can tell, are always a success.
It made 3 billion yen in Japan.
There you go. That's a lot of money, I think.
Pretty good.
But I mean, they always have these little projects like Narrative. Narrative's another good example. Like, if you didn't see Unicorn, it's like kind of whatever. But I went to the theater to see it when Narrative came out in the United States. And I mean, there was like 8 people there. And you could tell all of us were uber dorks. And it was like one showing, one night. So I was like, I'm glad it was in theaters. I got to see a Gundam movie in theaters. That's pretty cool. But did they even need to do it? Did they make much money doing it? I don't know. But in Japan, I'm sure Gundam Narrative made money hand over fist. I have no idea.
Probably. For the record, I think this is better than Narrative too. So.
Yeah, Narrative it kind of has a lot of the same things going on. Like, the animation's cool as hell, but the story in Narrative is dumb. It's just dumb.
Yeah, it's just kind of all over the place.
Honestly, I don't want to get too off the beaten trail here and talk about Narrative, but a lot of Narrative is like, hey, do you remember how cool Unicorn was? That's the plot of Narrative.
Kind of this. Did you know there's a third secret one and it's just out there flying around?
You remember how freaking cool that was? Well, here's a toned down hour-and-a-half version of a less of a story. I'd rather just watch Unicorn. I'd rather watch all the OVAs of Unicorn or the movies or whatever.
Maybe the manga was better. I don't know.
I haven't read a lot of Gundam manga. They started redoing the original series with those nice hardback collar mangas. And I got the first volume and it's really good. And I was like, I'm going to get the rest of these, but I never did. They're expensive.
They have a big Bible version, like the Berserk things that are out now. They have one of those for Origin now.
Oh, hell yeah. I need that. Set it right on the shelf right next to Berserk. Honestly, they're tricking people like me because I got the Berserk big, huge, thick tomes. And now they have huge, big, thick tomes for a bunch of other stuff, Trigun and Gundam and like other stuff I like. Oh, man, I could have like a whole shelf of these motherfuckers. That'd be cool as hell.
It would be sick. And then you wouldn't have all those little volumes, too. You could read it all in like it's like a trade version of a manga.
I haven't bought but maybe 2 regular little books of manga in the last like 15 years. And that's kind of a shame because I do like reading some manga, but yeah, I don't know. It's such a quick experience. I guess I feel the same way about it as I do with comics, but I'd rather just wait, get a big thing. Like with comics, trade paperbacks or nothing.
Yeah, I'm sort of dipping my toe back into manga. Like I've been collecting the Wing Glory of the Losers mangas. I've got about half of them now. I need to continue that. I need to pick it back up. But,
I need to finish collecting Berserk.
There's stuff out there. Like sometimes when stuff gets translated from manga to anime, they change things about it. And some things, like I just got done watching Attack on Titan. Apparently, one of the characters in it has a lot less dialogue than she does in the manga for some reason, and she's the main character, and I don't know why they did that. But it's kind of strange. Those kind of things happen, though.
Yeah. I mean, and also there's a lot of manga, like with Akira, or Berserk for that matter, both of them. Like, there is an anime for Berserk, and there's like 2 or 3 animes for Berserk, but none of them cover the whole series. Like, if you want the whole story, you still got to read the manga. And Akira is the same way. Like, there's a movie. It takes place over the course of, like, most of the first book, and then there's 6 books. So that story keeps going and going and going.
I didn't know that, actually. So
Akira, like, at the end of the movie, they just... spoilers for Akira, whatever. At the end of the movie, Neo Tokyo gets destroyed, and that happens at the end of the first volume of the manga, and then the story keeps going in the ruins of Neo Tokyo. Like, it's about the remnants and like who's still alive, and then like the UN comes in, and like the American military and the Russian military are both like trying to intervene, but they're having a hard time doing it because there's all these freaking scary mutant children and gangs running around, and it's cool. It's a cool ass story.
Is Canada still there?
I don't remember. I don't know.
Oh, okay.
Oh, Canada. Yeah.
I know. I just called Canada because that's what they do in the dub.
I was like, what are you talking about? But no, yeah, there's a part where, spoiler for the manga, but it's really cool and a standalone thing. Like, the American military is like in the ruins of Neo Tokyo fucking around, and Tetsuo gets pissed off, so he flies out to the fleet and like fucks up an aircraft carrier. It's cool as hell.
I just feel like when Nappa does that in Dragon Ball.
Yeah, that's very similar. It's a very similar thing that happens. Like, when you see it in Dragon Ball, you're like, they probably read Akira.
That. Oh my! But yeah, I don't. Doan's Island's cool. If you're a fan of the original Gundam like anime, check it out. You know,
That's it.
but
That's the only people you can recommend it to. And honestly, I know tons of Gundam fans who have not watched the original series because it's old. I don't like the animation. Blah blah blah. And I kind of get it, but man, you're really depriving yourself of like some big time. And if you watch the original series, you get to watch Zeta and Double Zeta, and they both rule. So what are you doing?
Double Zeta rules after a certain point.
After a point, Double Zeta gets around to ruling. It doesn't start out ruling, and then they're like, "Oh, we forgot to make this series rule." And then, like around like episode like 10 to 15, they start to figure it out.
They woke up. Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, Zeta's great throughout though. Zeta is excellent. And if you tried to watch Zeta without watching Mobile Suit, I don't. You'd be lost. You'd be like, I don't know who any of these people are. Who's the terrorists? I guess the Earth Federation's bad guys. Cool, but you don't understand like that. It doesn't matter.
You don't understand the politics.
The politics. I still see people confused all the time. Like, what is the AUG in Zeta? Are they terrorists? And it's like, kind of.
They don't. Yeah, they don't really ever clearly explain it.
They're like a extra paramilitary organization that's funded by Anaheim Electronics, sort of.
Like that.
It's whatever. We're like that's how little there is to talk about. Doan's Island is we'll talk about Akira, Berserk, all the other Gundams all day long. It doesn't matter. But yeah, if you haven't seen Mobile Suit Gundam, just don't. I can't recommend it. I'm sorry, and that sucks because it's good. It's pretty good. I guess if you want to just watch a Gundam movie, what do you even recommend? There's no standalone Gundam movies that you can just watch.
There's not. Yeah, it's just because kind of how the way everything's made. A lot of the movies they make are like usually sequels or something.
They're all in support of something. Yeah. I guess it's just kind of the nature of the beast when you're dealing with Gundam. Like it's the kind of thing you dip a toe into and before you know it, you're in up to your neck. Like there's just a lot of it. And you watch one thing and it's connected to 5 other things. So, I mean, even something like Wing has all this extra stuff. Never mind the 1 year war, the Universal Century. Oh my God.
I think you can kind of watch Origin from where it starts and not really know what's going like I don't think
the beginning of Origin or that the Origin series about Char and Sayla, you could kind of just watch that by itself. That'd be okay. That could work.
That's like the only thing other than Gundam F91. You can watch this because Gundam F91 is its own thing completely, just contained in that one movie.
Well, they always make movies out of the series. So if you're like, I'm not going to watch 50 episodes of Gundam, you can watch three movies and you'll get all of Mobile Suit Gundam. But you'll miss out on like some of the small side stuff. They did the same thing with Zeta. I don't know if they ever did it with Double Zeta.
No, I don't think they ever did one of those movie compilation thingies for Double.
They did one for Stardust Memory.
I don't even know why. It's just short anyway.
It's not just not that much of it. Yeah. Whatever. All right. So where does this rank among the Gundam movies we've seen? Because I'm putting it under. Is it at the bottom? It might be at the bottom of the. We've watched 4, right?
We watched Narrative.
We didn't watch Narrative.
No, we didn't. Okay. There's Endless Waltz.
We watched Hathaway's Flash, Endless Waltz, and Thunderbolt.
Oh, okay.
And I think I like all of them more than Doan's Island. Oh, no, we also watched Char's Counterattack. It's better than Char's Counterattack. There you go.
It's not hard to do, though.
No, yeah. So Char's Counterattack, Doan's Island, and then whatever I said last time we recorded for everything else. I think it goes Endless Waltz, Thunderbolt. Hathaway's Flash for me, and then yours was different.
I think mine was flipped from you.
Yep. Well, there you go. We talked about it. We ranked it. Like I said, this is just a Gaiden episode. I don't know what you want from me. If you like Gundam, let me know. Honestly, if you do like Gundam, seriously let us know. Because there's a lot more Gundam movies, and this is going to be kind of what we end up doing. We've been real high on Gundam lately anyway, because the card game came out. We'll talk about that.
Yeah, and other things.
Speaking of which, we can do post-credits or host-credits scene. Have you watched or played anything that you want to talk about?
I have. I beat Stellar Blade, finally.
You beat the sexy lady game. Yeah,
a game that all the games media has to pretend they hate for some reason.
A lot of people say they like it, but I guess that's just like people say they like it. I don't know.
I think it's popular like with regular gamers, I guess if you want to call people that. But like,
Animals. That's
anyways,
what I call them.
animals. And yeah, some people are like, oh, it's a gooner game. It's like, yeah, so is Dead or Alive, I guess. Like, calm down. What's the big deal?
You like Dead or Alive? She kicks high.
I like that. I like that stuff. But it's a good game, though, actually, just on its own merits, just like the gameplay and stuff. It's literally like, it ended up being longer than what I thought it was. That's part of like why it took so long. It's got more open worldiness to it. Not too much, not to the extent of some other games, but there's like these big areas and there's like hubs and stuff, and you can go around and do like a bunch of side missions and explore and find these things, find little soda cans you collect from like the past civilization where soda used to exist.
I still want to play it one of these days.
It's worth playing, I think, especially if you like action games like that. You will like it. It's got cool vibes too. The music's really good.
That's a must.
It's got really good, catchy K-pop, K anime. Reminds me of anime a lot. Some of the theme, several songs in this game remind me like this sounds like an anime outro from 2004. It rules. Stuff like that. And there is a sequel coming. And they definitely left room for there to be a sequel according to the ending you get. There's 2 endings. But you can like just reload and decide to do the other thing, I think. If you save.
It's one of those. There's just a binary choice at the end.
Yeah, there's a binary choice. You got to save a certain way, though. Don't just do autosaves, because if you do autosaves, you can't. It's just you're locked into the choice you made. But it was good. I recommend it if you like video games and stuff.
I happen to like video games, though you wouldn't know from me not playing any recently. You know, it's Labor Day weekend when we're recording this, and I actually had Friday off as well, so I had a 4-day weekend, and all weekend long, I was like, when I get home, I'm going to start Death Stranding 2, finally. I'm going to play that game. It's been sitting there. I really want to play it, and here I sit, and it's still sealed in the next room. But twice during this 4-day weekend, I went hiking, and both times I was like, this is like playing Death Stranding. It's the same thing.
You're not carrying a bunch of boxes.
Yeah, I thought that a couple times. I should have just carried a bunch of shit out here. That's like Death Stranding.
I'm going to get that one eventually. I'm kind of waiting around on it. I've got other things I got to prioritize over it for now.
That makes sense.
Like Battlefield and shit. What else have I done? I watched a couple more movies. I watched Final Destination Bloodlines, and it was silly and shit like the other ones were. But, you know, it embraces it instead of being... the second one, I still maintain, tried to get too serious with it. They tried to, like, really go out of their way to explain all the mechanics of how all this death stuff works. It's like, no, don't do that. It's like, yeah, the characters can think that they figure out how it works. That's part of it. Don't, like, literally, there's lore. This is the lore of how all this works. Don't do that.
Yeah.
It's silly. It's a dumb, silly horror movie. It's just one of those. It knows what it is, and that's fine. And then I watched that new Jurassic Park, the one that had Scarlett Johansson in it.
There's a new Jurassic Park?
It was in theaters. I guess you just memory hold it.
I guess. Oh, like it came out a while ago. Okay.
A few months ago.
I thought you meant like it was new now.
Oh, no, I mean, well, it's new in this year, it is. But
okay. That makes more sense. I was like, that was fast.
It was all right. It was okay. A real right home bat, I guess. I can hardly remember any of the characters' names in it, though.
It's fine.
They're all archetypes, mostly, anyway. But nobody really says people's names that much in the script, I noticed. What else did I do? I watched all of Attack on Titan. I finished it just a couple hours ago.
You were watching all this like weird slice of life stuff. What's with the left turn into Attack on Titan?
Well, the slice of life stuff was stuff that was recommended to me from a friend. Yeah, and that's why I was watching it. And then I was like, okay, I'll watch these. And they was all really good slice of life stuff anyway. But, that genre is popular now. That's just something that there's a lot of too.
Yeah, I noticed that.
And I guess I wanted to turn to something else. Like, okay, I'm done with this for a while. I want to do something crazy. Something. I mean, before that, I watched Chainsaw Man. I watched that while I was in the middle of the slice of life stuff.
Probably a nice counterbalance.
That was good. I was like, this anime was made for me. I feel like that's literally how I felt when I finished it. Tag on Titan's really cool though. I got some mixed feelings about how it ended. I think, but I don't know. I had a lot of fun watching it, and then they got kind of they pivoted kind of hard towards something else for a while towards the end, and I don't know how to feel about it yet. I'm still trying to figure that out. So it's worth watching. Definitely, it is a really good. I guess it's a shonen anime. I don't know. It feels like a really edgy one. It's more aimed for like teens and like young adults, I think, rather than like actual preteens or something. But it is good. I'm kind of wondering how the manga is though, based off some stuff I read. We had that whole discussion about they change things when things get translated. That's what I was referring to. There's one of the three main characters. They just drop a ton of her dialogue or inner monologues for some reason. And she's kind of underdeveloped in the anime according to fans.
How long is the anime? Isn't it like 3 seasons?
4. One of them's kind of short though. Like season 2 is like 12 episodes for some reason, I think. And they have like additional like bonus episodes. I don't know when they came out, but it's stuff that like fills in some of the characters' backstory. There's like 8 of them, and then the finale is like, I guess originally it was a few episodes, but they compiled it, did another weird compilation thing where they made TV specials where they put all the stuff together, and then they made a movie. They just put everything together into like a 2-hour plus movie or something. But it's cool though. I mean, I guess check it out if you want to watch something different, newer. Worth seeing. I think.
Gotta watch Gundams now.
Yeah, I gotta go watch G-Cox next. That's like next on my bucket list to watch, especially because this starter is going to come out soon, and I don't know anything about it other than I know a cool gimmick about what they do in it. That makes me more interested in it.
All right, I had the premise of that show explained to me when I was playing the card game. Like one guy was like, "Well, it's Anno." I don't want to spoil it too much if you don't already know this. It's new enough that I'm not going to say anything. But it's interesting what that show actually is. I didn't know it, and when he said that, I was like, "Fuck, I really want to watch that now." That sounds cool as hell, actually.
It's like how it's kind of like it's retelling a little bit,
right? It's kind of like, what if this happened instead? And it's like, oh, that's cool. That's a really neat idea.
Yeah, at first I was like, I don't know anything about this. The animation looks kind of weird. Then I heard that, and I saw characters, and I was like, oh, okay, yeah, I actually really want to watch this now.
That's what did it for me. I was like, okay, no, I'm on board now. Because at first I was like, it's just a weird, they redesigned the mobile suits to be extra strange, whatever. And then you hear about the story, and okay, I'm on board. That sounds pretty cool.
That new gun tank looks pretty cool, though.
That's true. That is a fact. You said you watched movies. Anything else?
I watched Chinatown, but I just did that just because I wanted to do it. I think I talked in the past about how there was like a bunch of movies that I used to watch that were like my favorite movies, and I hadn't seen them in like a really, really long time. And I felt like I should watch them again. That was one of them. And I was like, oh yeah, this is
Two Jakes again.
That was still pretty fresh in my mind, actually, for the most part. Someday I'll probably watch it again. I don't hate it like everybody else does, it seems.
I don't think I hate it. I've seen it twice, and I don't think I could tell you what happens in it. Like, I always kind of like zone out a bit. Like, I'm pleased when I'm watching it. I was like, oh, he's doing detective stuff. He's running around. It's like a Raymond Chandler novel, and it's hot, and it's LA. I like this. And then after the movie, it's just like my brain was like, I'm not absorbing that. I'm good.
It's just like it's just movie junk food. You know, you just eat shit. And your
it's
body
like, when I think about movie junk food, I think of something like Judge Dredd or something, not the Two Jakes.
I know, yeah, it's weird, but some movies are different genres can produce junk food for movies.
I guess so.
That's one of them. I remember some things about it, not all of it very clearly, but some people hate that movie, and I'm like, it's fine. It's not great.
It's not worth hating, but
yeah. I was entertained when I watched it. I think that's probably everything I did watch though, movie wise, and everything else I did. You know,
Well, then I will go. I'm I think I'm up past I think a 2-month streak. I have recorded and uploaded Big Trouble Rips every day. So Big Trouble Rips is full steam ahead. It's loaded with coal. We're going pretty well. It's doing okay, but if listeners of the show were interested, I open not just Pokemon, but also Dragon Ball and Gundam and Reboot cards on that show.
Reboot.
The Gundam episodes actually have been really popular because no one can find the damn things. So a lot of people just watch people open them on YouTube. So all the ones where I open Gundam cards have done really well because everyone's like, well, what do these cards look like? God damn it. But yeah, please go subscribe, or at least just watch it and see if you like it. Big Trouble Rips on YouTube. It's just shorts. That's all it is now. I was doing longer videos, but no one ever watches those. And honestly, if I'm honest with myself, I don't watch those. So what's the point? Like, I used to not watch the shorts either, but now I watch all kinds. I watch Deep Pocket Monster and a bunch of other losers whose names I don't remember do it. There's one guy, I wish I could remember his name. Tony Popper, maybe, I think is his name. He's a cool guy. He has less than 100 subscribers. He opens a lot of One Piece and a little bit of Magic and a little bit of Pokemon and stuff. He has less than 100 subscribers, but he subscribed to me and I subscribed to him, and we comment on each other's videos sometimes. His videos are better than mine. They're better edited. But he's got a much more like subdued style of doing it. And honestly, it's more like, hey, you like Magic and One Piece, especially One Piece, go watch him. And if you like Gundam and Dragon Ball, Pokemon, come watch me. We both open Pokemon down there. But yeah, that's all. Oh, and also I played Mobile Suit Gundam card game in person. I went to a card shop. They held an event. I'm gonna chazz it up on this episode a little bit. Talk about card event I went to. I didn't win once because all I had to my name at that moment were 10 booster packs. And as anyone who's ever played a TCG will tell you, 10 booster packs a deck does not make. So I had some resource cards. I didn't even have a full, you're supposed to have 10 resource cards. And I have a bunch now because they gave me a bunch. But I didn't even have enough resource cards. I didn't have an EX base. I didn't have a bunch of stuff that I needed. But I had every green card I had opened and all but like 5 blue cards that I had opened just sleeved. And I was just going to play and see what happened. And basically all I did was like talk to a bunch of really nice people. Because usually when you go to card events, you're expecting there to be like some neckbeard tryhard there who's like not making it fun. All of them were nice. All of them were fun. We all talked about what our favorite Gundams are, the best series and recommendations, and they taught me how to play. And I mostly knew from the app. I played the app. I guess that's worth mentioning. But I mostly knew from the app how to play, and they gave me a crud load of cards too. Everyone's like, "Oh, I got all this bulk. You can just have this. You can have this." A couple people like opened their participation pack and then went through it, and were like, "Here, you can just have all this. I don't want this." So, cool. So now I have a mostly real deck. Like, this isn't going to win tournaments or anything, but there's a strategy in here. It's still green-blue. It's still basically Xeon Rush deck with the blue half is mostly, I don't know, I got some blockers and stuff. That'll make sense if you've played the game, but whatever, it doesn't matter.
Pathetic scum.
And then besides that, I've been watching anime. Like, here's a PSA for everyone. Do not subscribe to Crunchyroll through Amazon. Don't do it. It sucks. It's all out of order. They don't know what the hell they're doing. You can't search for stuff. Like, when I was trying to watch Dragon Ball Super, and there's a drop down, and it says Season 1, Season 1, Season 1, Season 1, Season 1, Season 3, Season 4, Season 7, Season 8. And I was like, this doesn't make any sense. What the hell is this? And when you're watching it, every once in a while, it'll play the next episode in Japanese instead of English, or vice versa. And every once in a while, it'll just like skip ahead 10 episodes.
Fuck.
And then every once in a while, it'll skip back a bunch of episodes. So it's completely out of order. And the final straw was, like, I was kind of putting up with it for now. And I was like, I'll subscribe to like real Crunchyroll later. But when we went to watch Doan's Island, you cannot access the dub, even though it's listed. it says the dub is available, and when you select it, it doesn't give you option. It only lets you choose Japanese or German audio. So you can watch Doan's Island in German, but you cannot watch it in English.
How weird.
So I was like, I'm fucking sick of this. So I went and subscribed to Real Crunchyroll, just downloaded the app, and everything works great. I always kind of liked Crunchyroll. I was really excited because when I resubscribed to it, it had my watch history from like 7 years ago still in there. Like it remembered where I was in Fist of the North Star, and it remembered where I was and all the other dumb like boomer anime that I like to watch. So I was really excited that that was still all on there. And I watched Doan's Island, and then I added a bunch of Gundams to my watch list because they have more now.
Yeah, the interface on Crunchyroll is actually really good. I like how everything's laid out.
I like Crunchyroll a lot.
One of the coolest things I like about those is a little thing on the main page where they recommend stuff to you.
Mm-hmm.
Usually I find stuff there where I'm like, I don't know. And then like I'll look at another one and say, oh, it actually sounds cool. And then I put it on my watch list.
My watch list was full of stuff that I didn't recognize, but that's what had happened. It was like recommended stuff to me like 7 years ago. I was like, that does sound cool when I went on my watch list. And I've already done the same thing now. Like my watch list keeps growing and growing. But I haven't experienced anything because I'm still trying to work through Dragon Ball Super. I'm on episode 40-something, 5. They just finished. There's that tournament between the 6th and 7th universes. I saw hit for the first time.
Well, that's cool. You're into the new stuff now.
Right. It got good. Because I'm just going to say it. The first couple seasons of Dragon Ball Super fucking suck. Like several times I was like, I'm going to stop watching this show. I'm going to fucking stop watching. Like Frieza comes back and it should be really exciting. And it's not. It sucks. It's boring. Nothing happens. And like the whole Battle of Gods thing, I saw the movie and it was pretty cool. But when they stretch it out to like 12 episodes or however many long it is, boring. Sucks. Hate it. And the animation sucked. Yeah, and several times I was like, I'm going to give up on this. But you and a bunch of other people were like, it gets good later. Just, maybe stick with it. And sure enough,
it's like Double Zeta.
Yeah, well, that's true. But yeah, the stupid tournament arc between the universes, like not a lot happens, but I was still entertained. I really like Vegeta's fight with the Saiyan from Universe 6. That part's really cool. Like honestly, Super has developed Vegeta's character more in 40 episodes than he did in like 100 episodes in Z. So I'm enjoying that. Last time we recorded, I talked about Daima, I think, right? I did.
A little bit, yeah.
Yeah. I still like Daima more than Super so far, but I still have like 100 episodes of Super to watch, so we'll see what happens. Man, I think that's it. I think I just watched anime. I just watched Gundam and Dragon Ball. It's still Toonami up in this house. Like that's all I do. That and I've been playing cards, organized all my Pokemon cards. That took hours. But basically, it's just, you put a podcast on and you just go, okay, this is this set, this is this set, this one. That's all you can do.
20 years ago.
Huh?
So we went back 20 years ago.
That's true. It just like it, except now there's more Pokemon sets than there was then. Yeah, well, make sure that you follow us on, anywhere that you listen to podcasts because, like I said, this is the final Gaiden episode. We did 3. 2 Gundams and a Kurosawa movie that I did with dubs. Check that out if you have missed it because we're off of our normal release schedule. But we are coming back with. Oh, can I say? Oh, I think the first episode that you're going to hear from the next season is going to be The Mummy and The Mummy. Whoa. We're going to double down. We're going to watch the original Mummy from Universal from 1932, and then we're going to watch the Brendan Fraser Mummy from the late 90s. So get your mummy pants on. Get your bandages on. We're going to watch the Mummy. That'll be the first episode of season 4, right? 4? What season are we on at the show? I don't even know. I was just looking at the episode number. That's how I keep track of stuff. But like I said, this is the last Gaiden. Make sure you follow us on whatever, Apple Podcasts or Amazon Podcasts or whatever podcast. All these different programs now. They're basically all just an RSS reader. Like I always feel stupid saying the name of all the programs, but you can get any RSS reader. I use Podcast Addict, stupidest name in the world, simplest interface. I love it. Mm-hmm. And also, of course, if you want to watch the video version, we're on YouTube. Big Trouble Media, Big Trouble, little podcast. That stuff should get you there. There's not as many episodes in video format, but they all have been lately and will be in the future. So if you want the quick version and you want visuals, usually Dubs has nice visuals and stuff, but I didn't do that because I'm lazy and I suck. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed Gundam Gaiden. And like I said, if you like it, let us know, because there's a lot of Gundam movies. We will rank every one of them. And I'll watch the stinkers. I ain't scared.
You already watched one.
Yep. But thanks for listening, and hopefully you are excited as we are to record the next season. Thank you.
See ya.